on and tell you guys a little bit about my story with gut health. And I am Heather's friend. I know some of you probably already know Heather, or you've seen her post in here. So come on and say hi to me. I am sitting in my daughter's bedroom, and I'll tell you why in a second. Okay, so I'm just going to get started because I know a lot of you guys will just watch the replay. So I started Plexus about 3.5, almost 4 years ago now. And at the time, around 4 years ago when I found Plexus, I was not feeling that great. And a lot of it was like stuff that I just thought, okay, like this is just me. This is my norm. I'm just that girl that needs naps every day. I need tons of coffee all day long. I eat sugar all day long. My stomach hurts all the time. My body feels miserable. I would wake up and I always joked because I would say, like, when I woke up, I felt like I got hit by a Mack truck and felt like I was 80 years old. And not that great of a feeling for a 32-year-old person at the time. So anyways, besides all that, I was just like a mom zombie. I was super exhausted. And when I say I was living for naps, I mean, my daughter, when she was little, a baby, she was napping twice a day, and I would nap twice a day. So as you can imagine, a lot of things didn't get done around here because all I would do is like wake up and just couldn't wait for my next nap. I was so tired that I would be trying to read my daughter a book and I could barely keep my eyes open. I was falling asleep reading a baby book, which is so easy to read. It's nothing compared to the books that I read now that she's, 5. So, anyways, she was around a year old when I was thinking about, I was looking at Plexus. And when I first heard about Plexus, I heard about the gut health stuff, just kind of like skimmed over that, like, whatever, I don't really care about that. I saw a product that could help block carbs. And that was my main reason for wanting to try Plexus. My sister-in-law was the one that was talking about it, and she was talking about this carb blocker. And I was like, oh, I need that. Because my main goal was, let me just eat more of the junk that I'm already eating. Let's just continue eating my ice cream twice a day, every single day. That's how often I eat ice cream. Let's, eat all of the things and just feel less guilty about it. So that was my main goal. Well, luckily my sister-in-law, she told me about all this gut health stuff called Triplex. And I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, like I'm into like vitamins. Yeah, but I don't really know if I need this. Like, whatever. I don't think this is going to do anything for me. And then I heard her, story, like kind of like her testimonial with what it's done for her. And I know her, and I know how much she has struggled with IBS her entire life since she was like in middle school. Terrible IBS-D. And she wanted to come on and tell her story tonight, you guys, but she lost power. They have like no power at their house. So it's been crazy with her trying to get any technology to work at all. She always had really bad diarrhea and nothing ever worked. The doctors tried to help her change her, like her diet, her habits. Like they gave her, had her try OTC meds. They gave her prescription medications, all different things, removing gluten. Nothing ever really worked for her. And when she tried Plexus, she didn't even know if that was going to work and figured, what the heck, I'll just try this probiotic. Because her friend gave her some to try. And anyways, long story short, it worked wonders on her, and she is now free of all those IBS symptoms and has changed her life. So when I heard how much it helped her, I was like, all right, there's got to be something to this. I'll give it a try, whatever. Like, I trust in you, so let's see. And she was like, this could probably help you with your stomach issues, which mine are a little bit different. Mine was on the other spectrum where I couldn't go to the bathroom. So TMI, but I know there's someone probably out there dealing with the same thing as I dealt with. I have been constipated my entire life. No fun. Not fun to talk about either, but you know what? Like, it's real life and everybody should be pooping. If you're not pooping, tell somebody here because we can help you do that now. I used to only go every couple days. I have gone as long as 7 days without going to the bathroom, without going number 2. And that's not good. I was living on Miralax And now that I have decided to, back then try plexus, thank God, within a couple weeks, I noticed that I was finally going to the bathroom regularly. Like, it was amazing. I could actually go every day. And that was the biggest win for me right in the beginning, because I was like, this is something I would never thought would come of this, So I haven't touched Miralax ever since then. And while my main goal was to maybe eat all kinds of junk and not feel bad about it, I also was kind of like crossing my fingers, like maybe I'll lose a few pounds or feel more comfortable in my clothes, because at the time I was still in my maternity clothes. And I was a little over a year postpartum at that time, and still in my maternity clothes. So I was just not feeling comfortable with myself. So needless to say, over time I did lose a little bit, I did lose a little bit of that weight that I was trying to get off. So I felt more comfortable in my clothes. I could wear my old clothes again. Yay. But the whole thing is, on my journey to that point, like, I don't even care about the weight loss. Honestly, what was most important to me is all these other things that made me feel so much better. And I'll tell you why I'm sitting here now. Like, I'm sitting in my daughter's nursery. This is the chair that I would rock her to sleep in. And we still kind of do, like, every night before she goes to bed, I'll rock her for just a second and I'll sing her a song. But for 4 or 5 years ago, I would find myself rocking her to sleep in the middle of the night, and I would just start crying, and I couldn't even like explain why I was upset, like sad, like this feeling of sadness but happy at the same time, because all I wanted to do my whole life was be a mom. Like, I wanted to just be the best mom I could be, and I loved her so much, and I just didn't understand why I was crying all the time, like super emotional, very depressed. So my doctor, said I was dealing with postpartum depression, and I was trying to like turn the other cheek and kind of just like, I didn't want to like label it. Like, I think I just didn't want to admit what it was, and didn't really want to accept help for it. And they tried to prescribe me some medication, which I was refusing to take. Not saying that that's the right thing, but just saying that was what I was doing. Thank God plexus came in, at the right time. A year later, after having my daughter, I was still dealing with postpartum depression. So thank God a year later, plexus came into my life. And before it did, I can vividly remember myself sitting in this chair, rocking her to sleep, crying my eyes out, and praying to God, asking for something to change, asking for some help with whatever was going on with me. I was just crying like, I can't explain what this is. Like, please, like, I need something to change. And I didn't realize at the moment when I found plexus that was the answer. But now looking back, I know sure as heck that was the answer. And it came in as little as a package this small of 3 little things called triplex. And this is what I started with. And what my sister-in-law thought would just help with some stomach issues that I was dealing with, which I just explained, ended up changing my life, because the feelings of depression went away over time. This is not like an overnight fix, but this is something that, after taking this consistently and getting my gut healthy, when you improve your gut, if your mental health is not in a good place, it's probably because your gut isn't in a good place. And I've learned, after reading and learning more about the gut microbiome and everything, there's that gut-brain connection. You can Google it. There's the gut-brain axis. They send messages back and forth to each other. So getting my gut healthy has improved my mental health like so much. Like, I've done like a 180. I also didn't mention, but postpartum anxiety as well. And I had always had a little bit of anxiety before this, like some social anxiety, but my anxiety really skyrocketed after having a baby. And this weight that was on my chest, I could feel it like from here all the way down and even into my stomach. This feeling of anxiety that was really hard for me to get rid of, that has gone away. Like, every once in a while might have a tiny tad of anxiety come on. I can feel the difference in my chest, like from being like this to being like this much, when I do have anxiety come on. So this has made a world of a difference. Actually, I should say 4 products, because I started the triplex and a few months later I added this guy on. It's called Vital Biome. So this is a probiotic. And this is a magnesium supplement, and this is another probiotic. And this is a prebiotic pink drink. 2 pink drinks. One's a hunger control one, and one has prebiotics in it. They both have really awesome, a lot of the other awesome ingredients that are the same. The differences are one has the gut health benefits and one has the weight loss benefits. But anyways, so this is just all probiotics that are specifically chosen, strands of probiotics that actually help manage stress and mood and anxiety. Amazing. Like I said, this is magnesium. This is going to clean out the gunk in your gut that's lining the inside of your gut. You get this, we have candida overgrowth that goes on in there, okay? Candida is normal in everybody's body, but when you have too much of it, check out that candida overgrowth chart that Heather posted earlier. Check out your symptoms. If you have a lot on there, you probably have a lot of overgrowth that needs taken care of and needs addressed, and these products can do that. When you normally buy a probiotic at the store, you're just getting probiotics in it. That's great, right? It's great to like replenish your body with the good probiotics. But what you don't normally find is one that has antifungal enzymes in it. They're actually going to get rid of the bad stuff going on in your gut too. So that's what this has. This has something that's going to combat the yeast overgrowth going on in your gut. And once it kills off that yeast, BioCleanse comes in and gently sweeps it out and cleans out that gut. And that's what that is. And this has also kept me regular. This is what my sister-in-law and I both take. And like I said, we're on different ends of the spectrum with stomach issues, and we both take the same products. So it's pretty cool. So these have just changed my life in so many ways. I haven't even mentioned everything. I mean, another thing is like daily headaches that used to be my norm. And then one more thing I want to show you before I hop off. This is a bag of stuff that I found in my medicine cabinet. That is all expired, years ago expired. A lot of it expired in 2017, 2018. I haven't touched this stuff since then. It's amazing. All the over-the-counter stuff that I used to take that I don't have to take anymore. One thing that's not in here is the, what's it called? The Miralax, like I talked about. The other thing that's not in here is my sleep aids, which used to be like either Tylenol PM or ZzzQuil. I used to have to take either a sleep aid to fall asleep, or I'd have to lay there for over an hour to get myself to fall asleep. And once I fell asleep, sleep for a little while, then I'd wake up in the middle of the night and then wake up again, and then I'd be like wide awake, and then finally go back to sleep, then I wake up super groggy. So that's another connection to gut health and sleep. It's amazing what improving your gut can do for your sleep. Literally had no idea this was gonna do that for me. That wasn't my plan when I started Plexus. Like I told you, all these things just started happening, and I'm like, dang, I like this stuff. I'm gonna keep buying it, because if it makes me feel this good and I don't need all this other junk that's not even good for me, why wouldn't I keep taking this that probably ends up costing me less than all this other stuff I have to take, and the stuff that I would crave, like the Red Bulls, the candy, the Starbucks. I don't crave any of that anymore. It's wild. Also, I save money on ice cream because I don't buy that much of it anymore. And the stuff that's in here is like Excedrin migraine, heartburn medication, or not medication, but over-the-counter heartburn stuff, stuff for vertigo and dizziness. What else did I take? Anti-diarrhea medicine. So it was like, it was either one way or the other. It was either constipated or I had diarrhea. Advil, Tylenol, or Midol, I'm sorry, for cramps. I don't even have painful cramps anymore. It's crazy. So, needless to say, I love Plexus. My husband loves Plexus and my daughter loves Plexus. My daughter's only 5, but she takes all the kids stuff. She loves it. And she is very healthy. She's regular going to the bathroom. She's not, sick that often. And me, I used to be sick all the time. My immune system has improved. I mean, I used to be sick at least 10 times a year, if not more. And now I've been sick like once a year. I think I got one ear infection and one small cold in the past 365 days. That's it. Total difference. My husband has lost 50 pounds with Plexus. I should have brought his before and after picture. He's lost 50 pounds over the course of 3 years with Plexus. And he started on the triplex, this stuff right here. He added in, later on, he added in some lean shakes that he does for a lunch. He'll do a lean shake. He adds the MetaBurn to help burn the fat and help with performance, like in the gym and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's just been an amazing journey for all of us, and I'm happy to share all of this with you guys. Thank you for listening. If you have any questions on my regimen or anything else, I would love to answer them for you. Feel free to ask me questions in the comments, and hope you guys learned something tonight. Thank you, April and Heather. All right, love you girls. Bye.